guys remember 72 years ago when Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg did a Tintin movie? And they said, we're going to do a couple of them. One, Peter Jackson will produce and Steven Spielberg will direct. And they made that one. That made like $375 million nearly. That one did. And then the second one, they said Peter Jackson will produce and Peter Jackson will direct and Steven Spielberg will produce. Well, that was 932 years ago. And, you know, it's funny because in the last couple of months, I've had a few people at least once or twice write in and say, when are we ever going to get that Tintin? And I've said, you know what? They've never said they're not going to do another one. But I said with every passing day, I feel like it's less and less likely that we ever will. Until yesterday, my friends, when Peter Jackson announced that he is currently working on a script for Tintin 2. This comes to us from the folks at CBR who wrote the following. Tintin fans rejoice. Peter Jackson has just confirmed that his sequel to the Steven Spielberg directed The Adventures of Tintin is back in active development. At Jackson's Cannes Film Festival Rendezvous, The Adventures of Tintin received the best sequel update it has gotten in years from the filmmaker himself. I've been working with Fran Walsh, his writing partner on just about everything, on another Tintin script, Jackson revealed on via Variety. I was writing in the hotel room here. It's an active, real thing, and I'm getting back into the Tintin world, and I actually love it. Jackson also addressed why he was set to direct Tintin 2 instead of Spielberg. He explained, the deal was that Steven directs one and I direct another. Steven did his film, then for 15 years, I haven't made mine. I feel very awkward about that. All right.
I saw that movie before the dark times, before the Empire.
Wow.
It was, you know, it was a fun little film.
I liked it.
I've never met anybody who thinks it's the greatest film in the world, but I don't think I've ever met anybody that didn't like it. Like, it's a charming, fun little movie.
I didn't have any experience growing up with Tintin here in the U.S., so it was not subject matter I was aware of, but I did like the film.
Listen, I've never read a single thing of Tintin. Didn't know anything about it till I saw it. I mean, I knew it was a classic thing, but I've never seen anything about it. So this whole idea of Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg doing like the vampire leadership from Underworld, one awake, two asleep, them leapfrogging each other, supposed to be doing, you know, alternating Tintin movies. It was such a great idea that especially, like, remember, we're not that far removed from Lord of the Rings at that time. Mm-hmm. And like Spielberg, the GOAT, and Peter Jackson, the hottest guy at the time, were going to be doing this, and it never kind of came together. I do wonder if it's too late. I do, because like it's been like 64 years. I mean, it's been a long time. What did Peter Jackson say? 15 years.
I mean, the Titanic had just sunk.
Literally.
And the Jedi's fire had not gone out of the universe.
Yeah.
They were literally filming, or they were literally screening the first Tintin on the deck of the Titanic as it was going down.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know. Look, I think this is good news, but I just wonder if it might be too late. 15 years later, and it's not like the first Tintin was an $800 million film. Don't get me wrong, making 374 for a film of that nature is pretty good. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to doubt Peter Jackson, but still. Anyway,
Right.
Rob, you hear about this. Are you surprised that he's saying, yeah, I'm picking up the Tintin thing again?
No, I think it was probably, I think Peter Jackson had some kind of he just needed to walk away for a while, go make some cool documentaries. He made his World War I documentary with new technology. It was amazing. He made that great Beatles documentary, probably just to clear his head, And now I think, and by the way, I'm a Lovely Bones fan. I like the Lovely Bones. Hearing the Super Tooch talking about how that was a really disturbing part to play, but I think he wants to get back into it. Filmmakers are filmmakers, and I think that Peter Jackson, this is the kind of thing he probably has loved his whole life, and he wishes he had made a Tintin movie, and I think he'll go make it. I want to see it. I want to see a Peter Jackson Tintin movie.
Now, look, I should be clear about this because I'm seeing a few people in the live chat, and hello to everybody in the live chat, who are getting kind of excited about this. But not to, as Chris Carr would say, yuck on your yum, but do keep this in mind. I see somebody, awesome, Tintin 2 is confirmed. No, it's not. Peter Jackson saying he's writing something does not necessarily mean it's going to get made. Right? Like lots of scripts get written to a lot of things that never get made. And I'm not saying there's not going to be a Tintin 2, but Peter Jackson is working on it. But just keep in mind, it's really just something he's working on right now. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come to fruition. But this is the most positive sign anybody's seen from a project like this for a long time. So guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. You know, guys, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I think it's a really important reminder that no matter what's going on in our lives, we don't have to go through it alone. And honestly, I think a lot of us carry around stress, anxiety, pressure, or uncertainty without ever really talking about it. Whether it's work, family, finances, or just trying to keep up with life, sometimes it can feel overwhelming. You guys know that one of the things I've learned is that nobody has all the answers on their own. Sometimes just having someone to talk to, someone who can listen and help you sort through what's on your mind, can make a huge difference. And therapy can be a really valuable tool for that. BetterHelp has over 30,000 licensed therapists and has helped more than 6 million people worldwide. They'll match you with a therapist based on a short questionnaire, and if you ever feel like it's not the right fit, you can switch to another therapist at any time. You don't have to be on this journey alone. Find support and have someone with you in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's better, HELP.com/Campea. Whatever you guys think about this, are you wanting to see Tintin 2? Did you see the first one back in 1971? Well, whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.